Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
And incomplete to open things up.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Mond looks to throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Bucs at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Mond going to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Off the play fake. Mon
steps away. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Here's Mon.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Mon.
Escaping the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This one out quickly to Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the #2 option in a run-heavy offense. First down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Hurts going to keep it running right.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And we'll find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mond out of the shotgun.
And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the 1st down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Mon. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mon's throw on target to Godwin here.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
from the 44-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Mond. That is caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6. Oh, the option to give to Swift here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Got a man. It's Brown.
call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Keely Ringo getting to the ball and handing them a loss on the play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mon looks to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 39.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mon going to throw it.
He completes it to Evans. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Mon throwing on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, Mon.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Mon.
And he comes back with one complete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Penny looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Buccaneers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
A 2nd down throw now for Mond. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mon. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Finding Otten once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and now that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Payne Durham with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Ready?
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Now Hurts on the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, Bowler, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Here we go.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7.
This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Ready up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a 2nd and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Mond looks to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though, 3rd and long. Rager, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mond going to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it
first and goal.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Call it a gain of 1 yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass complete, Goddard.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture.
That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
On the ready.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Mons throw on target to Godwin here.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's back to throw.
He's got Rager.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
A big gain on the play, but it leads to 4th down.
Here it is, 4th and inches. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get